Hello and welcome to Reality TV Cringe. I am your host, Delia, here with my real-tight homegirl, Beatrice.
Hi.
We're about to get into 90 Day Fiancé, baby, but before we do, disclaimers are needed.
Yeah.
Hide your wife, hide your kids. We are vulgar.
Mm-hmm.
We are debaucherous.
Yep.
We are uncouth.
No chill.
Very pretty, though.
Yeah.
That's the thing about us. We're so pretty. But if you are sensitive, you might want to find yourself another dumpster, honey.
Get out of here. Also, go follow us on Instagram at Reality TV Cringe. That's the party dumpster, baby. And we got a Patreon, patreon.com/Reality TV Cringe, where we're covering a lot of other shows on there.
And if you're watching on YouTube, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Every little thing you do is magic, and it helps us to grow the raccoon dumpster.
Thank you.
All right, let's get into 90 Day Fiancé. Now, of course, we didn't cover it last week because it was Thanksgiving and we were drinking and we were partying.
Yeah.
So give us a little recappy poo and then let's get into it.
All right, girl. Well, last episode, Nikki and Igor go shopping for a modest, appropriate outfit.
Yeah.
For her to go see his parents.
Right.
And then on the way to see his parents, they get in a huge fight in the car.
Of course.
About their sex life again.
Yeah.
Then we go to Gino and Jasmine, where they kind of made up from the lip gloss fight, but then she starts finding out more things about him having a bachelor party without telling her. With streepers that he was groping, and they were dancing all up on him. And he's also keeping memorabilia from his exes.
Oh my God.
Anali and Clayton are super boring, but apparently they haven't boned yet.
I don't care.
He's getting insecure about it.
I hate him.
In my eyeball. Anali and Clayton are going to meet his sister in last episode.
Who is a turbo, see you next Tuesday, bitchy poo lady.
Yes.
We don't like her.
Immediately doesn't like Anali because she thinks she's lying and using Clayton for the green card. Manuel and Ashley are also boring. They're wrapping up couples therapy, and it's revealed that Ashley doesn't know anything about Manuel's family or his kids. His kids don't even know about her or that she exists. And he just told his family that he is in America for work.
Honey, you get what you settle for. So if you're going to settle for this mediocre dick from a guy who doesn't actually like you, then you're going to get what you settle for. I don't feel bad for you.
Nope. And then Rob and Sophie are also turbo boring.
Oh, this
Rob
guy.
apologizes, I guess, to
with
Sophie.
a dumb rose.
With one single
I told you
rose.
she was going to take him back.
And
he
she
is
does.
so lame.
It's so cringe. And then Nick and Devon, I'm snoring, but he proposes to her and whatever.
They dress up in Korean garb and she looks really pretty.
Yeah.
But I'm snoring too.
So that's what happened last episode. We begin this episode, season 10, episode 8. I don't remember the title.
Don't care either.
With Rob and Sophie. So they have made up, I guess. She leaves her really nice Airbnb to go back to live with him in his hostel.
With his outhouse?
I know.
You're going to go back to an outhouse. You're not going to just move him into your Airbnb. Make it make sense.
Yeah. But Rob does have a surprise planned for her where he booked a nicer Airbnb on the beach.
Okay.
With an indoor bathroom.
How could he afford it? What does he do again? Nothing, right?
He's like a model.
He's a grifter. He's a model.
Yeah.
He's a model.
Maybe it's her credit card that she let him use to pay for this.
Probably.
I don't know.
Probably.
He also gets her a ring, and this kind of worries Sophie a little bit because Sophie's not asking much from him. All she's asking is for consistency and for him to love her and to show her that he loves her through his actions.
And don't be sending your dick over the internet doing nasty shit with your dick and asking girls to do nasty shit with their shit.
I know.
Don't be a disgusting perv, you loser.
She's worried because he thinks that the way to love, the path to love for her is through expensive shit and materialistic stuff. And that's not it.
She's already rich. She just wants you to be a good person, a decent person, which you can't manage because you're a terrible person and I don't like you.
Rob is giving me such fuckboy energy. I'm just like, this dollar store Drake with his single rose and his dusty ass apartment. I'm just like, why? The dick cannot be that good.
It can't be that good.
It
And
cannot be
remember
that good.
when he felt like he was in the power position and they went out with his friend and she asked about kids and what's her name? Sophia? I can't even remember the names of these people. Sophia, the girl, Rob and Sophia. She was talking about how she has some fears around that and Rob got all angry and stormed off. Like, this is who he is in an actual relationship where he thinks he's on equal footing. The only reason he's even semi-pleasant right now in the Malibu beach house is because he's trying to make it up to her.
Yeah. He just wants her back.
Do we think that what he's trying to do is get her money or get her to pay for his lifestyle?
I mean, I think that's part of it. I think it's a plus that she's beautiful and way out of his league. So I think he thinks that he hit the jackpot.
Yeah.
And maybe in his dumb fuckboy brain, he thinks that he's making all the right moves. But again, you still did something that hurt her, which was buy this OF porn from some bimbo online and also send your dick to her.
Right.
So, you know, I don't know. Sophie's justification for this is like, well, he didn't physically cheat. Well, it's okay.
He did, though, because that was your boundary.
Yeah.
You told him, because he did this to you before. You told him, if you ever do it again, I'm going to leave your ass. And he did it again. He sent his dick over the email. Ding, you've got mail. It's my dick.
Yep.
It's my dick.
And so your initial boundary, which was, if you do this again, I'm leaving your ass.
Right.
Now is null and void because he did it again and he did it worse this time and you're going back to him still.
So he's 32 years old and she's 23. And so we're not going to call that grooming, but I'm going to be like, that's because nobody your age, Rob, would want to date you because you're a loser, honey.
He's a total loser.
You're a straight up loser.
Oh, and even more of a loser because on his wrist, he's got a chemical structure tattoo. And, you know, some people get these chemical structure tattoos of like dopamine or like serotonin, you know, like whatever. And that's fine. But it's of THC. It's of the THC molecule. I looked it up because I'm a chemistry nerd.
He
I'm
likes
like, that
weed.
is cringe.
He smokes weed.
Why would you get the chemical structure of THC? But whatever. It's Rob.
You're so judgy.
I am judgy. That's why I'm in this dumpster. You can take it or leave it. Then later in the episode, Sophie calls up her mom,
who I love and is based.
She's so
and
great.
I cannot wait for her to get to California. Okay.
And her mom is like, so what happened? You haven't given me an update since you left his ass. So are you going to come back home? I can get you a plane ticket like tomorrow. And Sophie's like, no, I forgive him.
Of course. Of course.
And the mom's like, why? Literally, why? He's the worst. His mom or her mom calls him Rob the Knob. So that's his nickname. And so
I love it.
She's going to fly to America and she's going to try to be nice and cordial to Rob. Sophie's a little nervous about it.
Because that woman doesn't have any chill.
No.
She's coming there to tear him a new asshole. And I am here for it.
Yes,
100%.
girl. I can't wait
Rob
for that
the Knob
drama.
needs a job.
Yes. And a new apartment.
Yes.
Next, we get to Gino and Jasmine.
My God.
Where Jasmine immediately confronts Gino about what he did the day before she arrived. Because
let's give some props to Jasmine. I just cut you off. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Let's give some props to Jasmine because she's just learned that Gino went to a streep club and she's worried about him touching on those streepers.
Yeah.
And so she brings it up and she's actually not hysterical. Not yet. She's trying to be somewhat level-headed. But Gino just lies. She's like, well, what did you do the day before I got here? And he's like,
nothing.
Yeah, nothing. Not a thing. Knowing
What are you
full
talking about?
fucking
Nothing.
well, she probably already knows. Why are you lying in this moment? He's such a dullard.
He's so
a
fucking
deceptive
stupid.
dullard.
Well, and after she asks him about that and he lies, then she's like, okay, but I know you were with your family and you were doing shit for your bachelor party. And he's like, oh, yeah, that. What about it?
Right. Oh, yeah, of course. Nothing wrong with that.
And like in her talking head, I felt like Jasmine was okay. Like she's like, I'm not mad about the bachelor party because I had a bachelorette party and that's fine. It's that he didn't tell me about it.
Right. It's not fine though. She is mad about it.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. And he's like, well, I didn't touch any strippers. And then cue the producers. I love them. I love them so much. Showing the footage of this debaucherous.
So she's watching it with us. She's watching it now.
Yes.
Year of
now
Our
she's watching
2023.
it. You know she's watching it for the tell-all.
Oh, yeah.
Girl,
oh,
you know they're going to
God.
show this scene in the tell-all and she's going to flip shit. And she flips shit in the moment because she's like, you're lying. You didn't tell me about this. Why didn't you tell me? When were you going to tell me? And Gino's like, oh, I was never going to tell you.
It's not a big deal. It's customary in America. This is what we do. We rub up on some strippers.
Yeah.
Put that ass right in our face.
But I didn't touch him at all.
What's the problem? I don't see a problem. What is up with this culture?
I don't know.
Where we have bachelorette and bachelor parties where dudes go to the strip club and rub up on the strippers, and girls get fucking drunk and go rub up against strippers. Like, oh my God, if my husband, any of them, I've had a few, if any of my husbands at any time had a bachelor party like that, I would have not married them.
Really?
Hard pass,
touching
hard
the
line.
stripper. What if they were just looking?
Fuck no.
Really?
I don't even like that. I'm an old fashioned kind of a lady.
Damn.
I don't appreciate that.
I mean, same.
There's only one body that you want to be looking at.
One chocha girl.
And it is my body. Thank you. No, I wouldn't like it. I'm pretty old fashioned when it comes to that. Furthermore, if that's a problem for you, if that's my boundary and it's a problem for you, then we don't have to be together.
Right.
But don't then stomp on my boundary and go to the strip club. And that's a betrayal.
Well, it's Gino. This is the same guy that sent her nudes to his ex. So he's like literally the worst.
So terrible.
Absolute the worst. And
These
Gino's
people
just
are
like
so awful.
with his nasally ass voice as he's building this weird IKEA stool for their fucking dog that wears
sweaters. Get a job you can afford better than IKEA.
Oh my God. And he's got his glasses down his nose and he's just like, what's the problem?
She's like, I don't want to marry you. I need a ticket back to Panama.
I need a ticket to Panama now. As she's hysterically crying.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, well, I don't want to marry you either, bitch, because you're crazy.
You have a diagnosable personality disorder. It's just my hunch.
I mean,
like something is very wrong with you. Your mood swings are crazy.
Well, last episode, she was saying the reason why she freaks out on Gino, like why she freaked out about the lip gloss and now this bachelor party is because she has trust issues that stem from her dad. So she's got some major daddy issues if this is the way that she acts when she feels like she's being betrayed.
I don't care. Like, you are a 30-year-old something or other.
Oh, yeah, grow up.
And it is incumbent on you to do the personal work, to not act like an absolute emotional cyclone and just blowing through all these fucking situations in people's lives. Like, it's not okay to treat people this way, Jasmine. I do like you though.
I mean,
I like her, and I hate Gino. I hate him so much.
Scumbag.
God,
he's so slimy.
Bad person.
Oh, he's so terrible. I don't know what.
How does she even open the
she puts
garage
that
for his vehicle?
In her
Why?
She puts that hot dog in her buns.
Erectile dysfunction, honey.
Well, she has to pee on him.
Push it in there. Just squish it, push it. Get it up in there. Oh my God. Take your hat off if you're going down there, though.
Nasty. No, he never takes his hat off. He's got a sex hat.
Even when he's doing the cornelingo?
Yeah.
When he's doing the cornelingo, he keeps his fucking fedora on. Are you kidding me right now?
Baseball cap.
I need to make my husband do that.
Because now you're going to have sex
put on your
with
fucking
Gino now.
The hat that he wore like in Iraq. Like, put that hat on.
My God.
I'm getting horny.
Oh, gross.
I hate them. I like her. I don't like them together.
Next, we get to Nick and Devon. And again, I'm snoring. They fly to Memphis, Tennessee, where Nick is going to meet and ultimately live with Devon's parents.
That's going to be great.
For 90 days.
That's going to work out so well.
It's going to be an absolute trash fire. And Nick is immediately like uncomfortable in Tennessee. He's like, I'm the only Asian here.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
But she was also the only white person in Korea. I mean, not technically, but like there's not a lot of white people around her when she was there. So.
Right. So like chill out a little bit. What were you expecting when you were flying to Memphis, Tennessee to go to ultimately s10e8, Arkansas?
Yeah, he might not know what the ramifications of s10e8, Arkansas are. Maybe he's thinking it's going to be like LA or New York.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, not at all.
So we'll see how that turns out next episode when he meets her family and the rest of like the extended family.
Right. Because he met the mom and dad because they went and picked him up at the airport.
Yeah. And they seemed nice enough.
They seemed
so far
fine. But like the preview, honey, I'm going crazy with this whole piggy moniker. And
the fact that he says that in front of her family and then grabs her belly when he calls her piggy is crazy.
And by Korean standards, he's chubby.
Oh yeah.
He has the same issue. I mean, I'm not, neither of them are actually chubby. They're just kind of soft and fluffy or whatever. Yeah. I mean, not everybody can be in shape and stuff, but like you have the same issue as her and you're calling her piggy. I don't like him. I will never like him.
Oh, I know. And I was watching My Thoughts on YouTube. She was recapping this and she's actually Korean herself.
Oh my God.
And so she's like, yeah, this is totally normal for South Korean culture. Like they are super turbo fat phobic.
Okay.
AF. Like
I didn't, yeah.
Oh,
I
like
don't know.
you go there, and if you're like a size large in American standards, they go there and they like gawk at you. Like
really?
Yeah, no, it's very
we would
toxic.
be oddities then.
We would be obese.
Just rolling down the street in Seoul, like, where's the barbecue? Yes.
Yeah. So it's apparently just a cultural thing that we Americans don't understand, I guess.
We don't have a frame of reference since we are all so fat here. But like you were telling me about that K-pop star who's like a very healthy weight, but in Korea she's considered to be chubby, and
they don't
she's
like her
mocked.
because she's thick. You know, she's got some meat on her bones, but not like crazy. And they think she's obese.
Yeah.
So this is just their culture. So initially when this season started and he started calling her Piggy, he said it was a term of endearment. And I'm like, okay, I don't know if that's some weird agreement that you guys have. Maybe she likes it. But now after this preview, honey.
Right.
This is no term of endearment.
And her family's not here for it. And her dad's just like, yeah, I don't like that.
It's not okay.
And why is it okay for, what's her name?
Huh?
What, Nick and who?
Devon.
Why is it okay for Devon? They're so blank. They're so nothing.
I know.
They're so absent from my consciousness. I need them
don't care
to
about their
do
segments.
something more besides just insult this poor girl for her weight.
I know. But it was kind of funny when they asked Nick what his first impression was of America, and he's like, greasy food and fat people. He's not wrong.
Word.
He's not wrong.
No, he's not. That should shock nobody.
No.
Especially in Arkansas. Let's be real.
And Texas, where we live here.
Yes.
Girl.
We got some big ones.
We got Dr. Now out here.
We do.
Next, we get to Nikki and Justin Igor, where they have arrived at his parents' house.
Yeah.
Now, this is not the first time Nikki has met his parents. She's known them when they were first dating, before she was out as trans, and his parents loved her. They thought she was great. So now that she's out and proud and Igor knows about it, she's a little nervous at this meetup, but she's wearing a nice, modest dress.
She looks good.
She looks great. I'm like, you don't need all of the bells and whistles, girl.
In fact, don't. You look better without doing that.
Yes, you look way better in simpler outfits.
So when did mommy and stepdad learn that she was trans? Because
after the breakup.
After the breakup. Okay.
Yeah, because Igor was so distraught.
Yeah.
And his mom says that it took him over 2 years to actually get over all of the stress and the trauma from this breakup, which is very fucking sad. And so his parents are a little nervous and a little worried, but they love Nikki. I mean, they're like open, like accepting her with open arms, and they're being really nice and cordial and talking to her, showing her family photos.
I'm impressed with Moldova and
know.
the people of Moldova, because you would think that they'd be super orthodox and conservative. Is it just the cameras being on so that they're not going to show actually how they feel, or are they compassionate and they just love Igor?
Maybe. I mean, it's 15 plus years after she's been out and proud, so and things have changed, and even Justin's or Igor's mom says this to Nikki because she asks them, like, why are you okay with me being trans? Like, you know, what changed? Well, and Igor's mom's like, well, the times have changed and you're a lovely person and you make our son happy.
Oh my gosh, I love that so very much.
It's really, really great.
So on the way to the dinner with the parents, they're having the conversation, and Igor does say something like, well, dressed like that, you look like a real woman.
A regular woman.
A regular woman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yikes.
I don't know if that's a language barrier thing because he doesn't speak English very well, or if he's really meaning that to demean her.
I don't think he was trying to demean her, but he needs to understand the implications of saying something like that. And it's unfortunate because Nikki is so histrionic and bombastic. Like, for her to correct him would probably not really do anything, because she's always fucking screaming about something and making herself into a victim.
Yeah.
So like, he really needs to understand that that's not something that we want to be saying.
Yeah. And I mean, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt for his level of understanding of all of this stuff, because he is trying really hard to like be accepting of her and like work on this relationship despite her crazy hounding for sex
and
every
her
5 seconds.
Profound deception.
Yes.
Her profound deception.
Yes.
Like that he's getting over it and that he's open to her and that he's trying to reconnect is a huge deal.
And introducing her to his friends and being honest about her
And she's got no fucking grace about it. She's talking about, do Moldovan guys go down on women or what?
Yeah.
Like, no tact, no social graces. Like, calm down, Nikki.
It's really...
You have a great guy who's trying.
Yes, it's really giving me Kimberly vibes from...
Oh my God,
Usman.
yeah,
I'm
Predator.
just like, please stop hounding this guy. Like, the less that you push him, I think the more he's going to be open up to it and he'll get back into his normal rhythm with you.
Right.
But like, the more you push him and the more harsh your energy is, the less he's going to want to bang you. I'm sorry, but like,
yes,
you're being a little crazy. And she even says this at their meetup because she's realizing that Igor has made a lot of sacrifices for her. He has been taking a lot of the risk, like all of the risk.
Yes.
Being open and proud about their relationship and not hiding her trans identity. It's not like he's introducing her to his friends as a quote regular woman or anything like that. Like, he's being open and proud about it. He's kissing her in public and being seen with her in public. So he's taking all of the risk and she's recognizing that, which is good.
Is she?
Well, she does tell him in the moment, she's like, I will do my best to be less crazy and less harsh. And he's like, I will very much like that.
Thank you very much in advance.
Please.
To your attention to this matter of great importance.
And so then Justin and his mom go out on the patio because she starts getting a little emotional because she knows what the next question is going to be, which is Nikki asking for their blessing in their marriage. And Justin's mom is not upset by this. She's just sad because she's going to miss her son because he's going to go to the USA. And he's like, I'm going to visit you. Don't worry about it. And then they come back. Nikki asks for their blessing. And they're like, of course, we love you.
Yeah.
It's great. So it's a happy ending.
Super great. Great people.
Yeah. I mean, I like Justin. I like his family.
His name is Igor.
Yeah. I'm calling him Justin because that's what she calls him.
Well, I don't care. She's doing it because it's terrible to do that to him. His name is Igor.
Well, yeah. And she does call him Igor in this meeting.
Because she knows.
Because it's his real name.
That's what his family calls him. And his name is Igor.
Whatever. Then we get to Manuel and Ashley.
I hate him.
And their relationship is
I
so
love
dumb.
him. I think I could kill him.
I don't like Ashley, though, either.
Die. Oh, sorry. I take that. Let me take that all the way back. I don't want him to die. I don't want anybody to die. But I hate him so much because in his abusive way, he is unapologetic.
Yeah.
And he's stealing from her money. She's letting him. Don't get me wrong.
He's not stealing.
Yeah, well, he's taking her money and she doesn't know where it's going because she doesn't know his family.
Well, yeah.
So he's taking the money. She's giving it to him because she's dumb.
Because she is dumb.
But he's not gracious. He's not kind. He is a haughty person. And I'm like, why are you haughty? Why are you so arrogant? You've got nothing. She's giving you everything and you treat her like shit.
I know. Well, and I'm like, you're bitching about privacy and you want there to be secrets that she doesn't know about, but then she's upset by this. Like, she's also kind of annoying.
I hate her too.
She's like very hard energy and she's very commanding, demanding, and it's like, chill the fuck out a little bit. But we open their scene with them getting in a fight about coffee.
Right. So she drinks a lot of coffee.
I mean, she does.
Okay.
Did you see that?
Well, I don't care.
Well, she's like,
her money. She can drink all the coffee she wants.
Yeah.
He wants her to save her money, but she's like, I'm a grown-ass woman. I make my own money. I'm going to buy all the coffees I want. You can sit there and touch your dick and shut up.
I guess.
I'm getting drunk. I'm sorry.
I know. I guess.
Shut up.
But in his perspective, he's like, well, but you could help me out, though, because I don't have a job.
Help your fucking self out.
He's dependent on her. He's financially dependent on her.
And she did agree to that. And so she did agree to the situation. So
she accepted this
but
because she wanted the K1 visa. And so this is the expectation that you have to fucking sponsor him and you have to support him financially. So what did you expect?
Well, but sponsoring doesn't mean sending money back to people who are ingrates.
Yeah, I mean, okay, look, Manuel is totally being shady. He is kind of reminding me of Pedro from Pedro and Chantal, and it's getting annoying. Like, just be honest with her about where the money's actually going. Introduce her to the rest of your family and the kids, so that way she knows it's not just going to your fucking baby mama, which I think it is. I think he's got like a secret wife or something in wherever he's from, Ecuador, and he's only coming here for the job. Maybe he couldn't get a regular fucking work visa, and so he had to marry some bitch from New York so that way he could get a work visa.
Why is she doing this to herself?
Because the sex is good.
Well, I mean, how good can the fucking sex be that you would put up with this horse shit?
They've known each other for 10 years.
I think she needs to value herself more. She's a beautiful woman. Yeah. She has a specific skill set, which is witchcraft. And she's a witchy woman. Cast a spell on another dude and make him fall in love with you. This guy's a loser.
He is a total loser.
I can't stand him.
But Ashley also sucks because they're driving to hang out with her friends and she starts freaking out because he's mad about the coffee. Granted, she's having him hold an open mason jar.
My husband does that for me. Like he wants to bring all of his shit and then he wants me to hold it. No. And I'm like, no, your project isn't my problem.
Right.
Like if this is the shit you want to do, like make sure you have the infrastructure for that. Don't put it on me, honey. I got my own shit over here.
Yes. And so he's getting annoyed about the coffee and then she gets triggered and calls her friend and then starts talking shit about him crying in English, knowing that he can't understand it. Like, that's not cool. I don't like that kind of behavior.
Whatever.
Like, grow up. That's
He
lame.
deserves it. I hate him.
I mean, whatever. So then they go and meet Ashley's friends, Alicia and Solly, and they go to some weird candle bar, I don't know, with Manuel, who like doesn't want to be there at all. And this is where it's revealed that Manuel expects Ashley to send at least $300 a month to Ecuador for his family to support them.
Right. And there he said it. And maybe she's already doing it anyway. Yeah. So now he's just putting a fixed number on it. But she's acting so scandalized. And so are her friends.
Yeah.
I'm just like, well, this is kind of the deal you signed up for. So why is this so shocking to anybody?
I wonder if they're scripted. Maybe all of the fighting and stuff is scripted because it just seems a little dramatic. Every fucking episode, it's like they're either fighting or they're fucking.
Yeah.
You know? And so they're just a little crazy.
But you know, at the end of the day, she's going to marry him. He's going to marry her.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to break her heart. Yep. He's got a side chick or 3. Yeah. He's going to take all of her money and her incantations and he's going to bail and she's going to deserve it because the writing is on the proverbial wall.
Yep.
He's writing it on the wall.
You can't have a relationship on sex alone. You know that from Impotent
Not
Guy.
for long. Stop it. Jesus Christ.
Well, then we get to your favorite of mine.
You tried it.
What? I tried what? You want to fight?
No, I don't want to fight, but you're always bringing him up.
I am.
He wasn't always impotent, clearly.
He was. Then we get to your favorite of mine, Anali and Clayton.
I can't.
And they're giving his guinea pigs
dopey,
a bash.
Schmopey, pale,
doughboy,
doughy, yeast infection of a man. Why? What does he do again? Refresh me. Cyber security?
Yeah. So he makes money.
I mean, you'd think so. He's going to be replaced by AI in a matter of 5 years. For sure, yeah. But like, why is his car a fucking jalopy? Why is his apartment a dump with his mother in his closet? Why is he taking her to a Best Western, which is a nice hotel? First, girl, honey, black light. I would never. If somebody pulled up, I'm sorry, I'm bougie this way, but if somebody pulled up to a Best Western so we could do the boom boom, I'd be like, are you fucking kidding me?
Girl.
Absolutely. 4 seasons over here. The Ritz. The Ritz.
If you want me to spread these legs,
it's right,
honey. Take me to the Ritz, Carlton.
I need a Ritz. I need a Ritz. Oh, or it's like this.
Oh
fucking
God.
Best Western.
Well, I'm like,
you think just because she's from Peru, she doesn't know this isn't a dump fucking bedbug hotel? I don't think so, dude.
Girl.
And your plastic candles.
And it's in Indiana.
Said about Kentucky.
No, Indiana. They traveled to Indiana because they go to meet up with Brandy, his sister, to go apple picking. And this is where Brandy apologizes to Anali for being a see you next Tuesday, which is, I'm glad that she did apologize and she recognized her bad behavior.
Twatty, yep.
She is overprotective. And I don't blame her because Anali hasn't told her dad why she's in America, but Anali FaceTimes her mom, and so I guess her mom knows that she left for a boyfriend.
Yes.
So that's good, and it does seem like Anali's coming from a genuine place because they get emotional. She's sad about leaving her family. She tells Brandy this, who also gets emotional and cries, but she doesn't want to cry.
I don't like anybody involved. I don't like Anali. I think she's got a hard personality.
Really?
Of course. What's his name?
Clayton.
course, Clayton's going to want to bang. Why else do you think he's facilitating your entire existence?
Listen.
There's got to be some sort of a transaction here. And if you're not going to do it, cool. You have agency over your body, but have a conversation with him because he keeps expecting it. And if he's going to put you in this flea hotel, okay, this bed bug motel, then he has an expectation to bang. And he's setting out his plastic candles.
Oh,
God. When he
and the
stood
baby
up, listen,
oil.
When he stood up next to the table that held the television, because I've been in a million hotel rooms, but I'm like, he's short. Really a diminutive person.
I know.
He's a diminutive young man. I want to say 5'3".
Yeah.
He's a short person. I'm just like, oh my God. No
So you know
offense.
that dick
That's
is short
fine.
too.
Well, sometimes the short guys will surprise you.
Really?
Yes.
Do you think
sometimes the
Clayton
shorties are, no.
is hung? Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, maybe he is, but there's a reason she doesn't want him to take it out.
There's multiple reasons why she doesn't want him to take it out. Mainly that she's living in a hoarder apartment with his mom, listening in the closet,
bathing guinea pigs,
bathing guinea pigs in a baby pool instead of like his bathtub.
Yeah.
Like he's not
Welcome
an attractive
to America.
man, but they've banged apparently before. Apparently, whenever he would travel to Peru, they had a very healthy.
This
sex
is
life.
my point. So you know there's an existing expectation.
They
He's
haven't
bringing
fucked in
y'all
a
over
month.
here, and he's going to want to have sex with you.
I mean-
and if you don't want to have sex with him, and I cannot blame you.
Yeah.
I cannot blame you.
Just tell him.
Just tell him, have the conversation. I'm a renewed virgin, and I can't have sex until we're married, and then get married, and then ditch him.
This whole scene of him setting up the hotel room made me
could.
nauseous. I'm
Please.
like, I'm such a
I wouldn't
lesbian.
sit on that
I'm
bed.
looking at this shit.
I
The
wouldn't sit on
fake
it.
fucking candles. And then he's laying on the bed. And then he's got the baby oil next to him.
Can I give you a massage?
For the
But don't touch
massage.
me. Don't let those digits touch my skin.
Oh my God. Those hot dog
my
fingers.
God.
And
With all the germs present.
he's
the
laying on the
floating
bed.
Bed bugs.
He's laying on the bed. And she's like, he thinks he looks sexy, but he looks like a cow.
And I would have to agree.
Splayed out cow. She is not into
She's
him at all. And
I
then
share her opinion.
he straight up has the nerve to tell her, mansplain to her what blue balls is in their talking head. He's like, you gave me blue balls.
I couldn't do it with the
Do
testiculato.
balls actually turn blue?
As your testiculatos. I don't know.
Do they
I mean,
actually turn blue?
I don't know.
I don't know anything about the male anatomy.
Okay.
If any men are watching, let me know if they actually turn blue because I'm just curious.
I think that it's getting so filled with sperm and
Yeah.
jizz that, I mean, maybe the veins are bulging.
I
Therefore,
mean, I know
we
it
have an
hurts.
idea of a blue ball. I've never seen an azure testiculato, but I'm just going to take his word for it.
I mean, whatever, man. They're cringe as fuck, and I'm tired of it. And then we get to the preview. So
It's like going to a thrift store. I
What?
can't go to a thrift store and feel comfortable because I just feel dirty immediately.
Oh my God.
I'm
Thrift
like,
stores
I
are
can't,
great.
I can't touch
This
any
is
of
why
those
I go
clothes.
thrifting
Somebody
with
else
your husband.
wore them. I can't touch any of that fucking kitchenware. I'm like, I'm not
They're
going to take this
treasures.
home and fucking serve people on this.
You
I
are
will
so
wash it 5
bougie.
times over. I will still not do it. I cannot. I will be itchy in a thrift store. So you take me to a hotel like that, I am itching. I'm just envisioning this miasma of bugs.
Oh
and then
my
your
God.
doughy ass all splayed out on the bed. I
A
can't.
Best Western
What a nightmare.
is objectively better than like a Motel 6.
Okay, then it's a Motel 6.
It must be.
That carpet.
I mean,
That
that's
bed?
how a lot of Best Westerns and Holiday Inns
How many
look,
people
girl.
died in that room, honey? Oh my God. I'm sorry.
A lot.
I
You
can't
are
take
so
it.
judgy.
Eat my ass. I don't apologize for it.
Well, then we get to the preview for next week's episode, and we get to see a new couple, Citra and some other
Who
guy.
is this flower petal tattoo man?
He's an ex-drug addict, I guess.
Yes, you don't say.
I think.
Really?
What drugs did he do? I'm thinking
Meth.
heroin. No, I'm thinking heroin.
Really?
He looks a little methadoned out a little bit.
I don't know.
I'm just saying, but I'm excited. I thought we were done with the couples.
No, we've got more
So
methies.
we got one more.
Mhm.
And then we have Manuel and Ashley. Then they're still fighting and nobody cares.
What a shock.
Nick and Devon go to her extended family.
The piggy
And
incident.
this is the piggy incident. So I'm
Let me just roundhouse kick him right in his
Girl,
fat face.
for real.
Welcome to America.
And then Sophie is getting ready to tell Rob that she's bisexual and she's nervous about it. Again, I don't care.
Is he going to judge her for that, or is he going to be turned on by that?
If he judges her for that, he's fucking stupid, because I feel like the majority of men would be like, cool.
Yeah, I'm into it,
Awesome.
baby.
Can we have some threesomes? Let's do it.
He's going to personalize it, though, and he's going to make himself a
He's
victim.
gonna be like, why didn't you tell me? Maybe he's going to be one of those guys that's going to be offended by it because he thinks that
because my dick is enough.
My dick's the best.
Right. Why would you want anything different?
Because it's better on the other side.
Because you suck. Okay, we'll take your word for it.
And then Nikki and Justin Igor fight again.
Why?
Because she thinks that he was fucking other girls while they were dating. And then he says, well, we'll see.
Until the ring, right?
Yeah,
Before the ring.
until he gave her the ring. Right. And then he says, bitch vibes is coming.
I'm using that from now on. I'm going to use that with my husband.
Bitch vibes.
And with you. It's appropriate.
How dare you? Meanwhile, you're judging people for staying in a Best Western hotel because you're so fucking bougie. I will judge that
every day. We need to put bitch vibes is coming on a mug.
We should put that on a t-shirt.
With some raccoons. Yes. It's coming, honey. Merch coming in 2024. Year of our Lord.
And that's it. That's all I got for y'all. That was 90 Day Fiancé.
It's really long. Like the entire time I'm watching it, I'm like, there's so many other things I could be doing.
I'm always doing other shit when I'm watching them, and then laundry, I have to go back,
dishes.
And I'm like, what just happened? Because I don't know.
And it doesn't matter. Even if you rewind it, it really doesn't matter. There's so much filler, but there's enough toxic tidbits,
trash
interlaced throughout that hour and a half that we're watching it. That I mean, like it's good.
I'm liking the characters this season, and I'm excited for that new couple because they seem weird.
So her father's a cop.
Yeah.
Where?
I don't know.
What's it? Police.
Some South American something.
I can't wait to get there, honey.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, it has been fun. I think I'm well and truly tipsy.
Oh, yeah,
I think
drunk.
I'm well into my cups, and so it's time to go. But thank you for hanging out with us as we discuss Welcome to Blasphemy and the dissolution of another Christian family.
We love it.
And 90 Day Fiancé, a pantheon of cantaloupes indeed. Yes. And until next time, Beatrice, is there anything else that we have to say to these beautiful raccoons?
Well, if you love our podcast, I sure hope that you give us a glowing 5-star review on your favorite podcast platform. It really helps us grow the pod, so thank you in advance.
And until next time, never forget that we love you and peace out.
Bye.